Welcome back. In this video, I'll be showing you how you can create this text effect on PixelLab. If you're new here, consider subscribing for more design tips and inspiration. Don't forget to hit the like button and leave a comment below. And to my returning viewers, thank you so much for your continued support. Okay, now let's head straight to PixelLab to get started. Okay, so this is PixelLab, and the first thing we'll be doing now is to delete the default text. And after doing that, we'll be changing the color of the background. So go over to color and we'll be selecting this gradient color. Okay, now I'll be showing you the hash code I use for this particular color. So for this first part, just it's normal black, which is 000. Okay, this is the hash code. You can go ahead and copy it. Then for this this first part is a gray color, so which is 4F 4F 4F. You can go ahead and copy that also. Okay, so just click on OK. Okay, after doing that, the next thing we'll be doing now is to add the text to this particular design. So go over to edit and let me just type in nice and done. Okay, so after I've done that, the next thing I'll be doing is to increase the size of this text. Let me see, 175, and I'll be aligning it at the center using the relative position tool. And now I'll be changing the font. So I'll go over to fonts, wait for it to load up, and I'll go over to my font, and I'll be making use of this jumper personal use only bold, this font. Making use of this font. Okay, now that I've selected that font, I'll go over to relative position to ensure that it's aligned. Okay, and now the next thing is to add a shadow to this particular text. So we'll go over to shadow and we'll enable shadow, and we'll reduce the opacity to, let's say, 40, and we'll be offsetting x and y to 3 respectively. And okay, so now the next step is to add a texture to this text. So we'll go over to texture and we'll be adding a texture and an image we'll be using for the texture. Okay, I'll make use of this image and I'll just reuse it in this side to get these silver glitters like this. Okay, so after I've gotten that, I'll position it at the center again. Okay, and now what's the next step? The next step is to add a stroke to this particular text. So but before we do that, I will be importing the color palette we save that we'll be using for the stroke. So I'll go over to import and we'll be importing this. Okay, so this is the color we'll be using for the stroke. Just import it and take it down. Okay, and now it's time to add the stroke. Now you have to pay close attention to this so you don't make any mistake. So once we go over to stroke, I'll be going over to this gradient. It will be a gradient color. So click on this plus, and now for this will be duplicating it 12 times. So just click on this plus button here to duplicate it, this plus button here. So continue doing it until you get 12 colors like this. So now we have 7 available. We'll just keep doing it until we have 12. Okay, we have 9, so 1 2 3, and now we'll be arranging it in this manner. We'll be overlapping every 3 together like this. So for this side we'll do it like this, and for this last one we'll be doing it like this. Okay, but this side the gap is too much, is looking bad, so we'll just duplicate this 3 times again and we'll be overlapping it as we did to others. Okay, so this is okay. So for the first one, we'll be selecting the first color as we imported this color palette here. This first color, which is yellow, we'll be selecting it, and this is the hash code. You can go ahead and copy it. You can copy the hash code and click on OK. Then for the second part, we'll be selecting the second color, which is this. The second color, we'll select it, and the third one will be selecting the last color on that color palette, this, which is this here. Okay, so we'll be using this pattern. We'll be doing the same thing for others. So for this one, we'll select the first color, yellow, we'll do same to the second, and finally we'll do same to the last one. Okay, so I will quickly repeat the same process for others. Okay, so we've gotten something like this, and the next thing we'll be doing now, we'll be selecting this circular pattern. So we actually get something like this, and we'll just click on OK. Okay, so if you notice, a golden stroke has been added to our text. So go ahead and make sure it's aligned at the center, and we'll be increasing the stroke width. So go back to the stroke again, and we'll be increasing the stroke width to 5. Okay, so after doing that, we'll just copy this or copy this, and now for the copied one, we'll be deleting the texture, and we'll go over to color again, to the color, and we'll be increasing the opacity like this, so it remains the stroke only, and we'll be reducing the stroke, let's say to 2 or 1. Okay, let's leave it at 2, and we'll position it at the center. Okay, let's make sure that the other one is also positioned at the center. Okay, so this is how to make this particular text effects on PixelLab. Okay, now I'll be showing you how you can save it for subsequent designs, so you won't have to recreate it from scratch. Okay, so for you to save it, you click on this first one, this first layer here, and you see these styles here. You click on styles and you click on save. Okay, and now you'll be doing the same for this first one, this first layer here. You click on styles and click on save. Okay, now I'll be showing you how you can use the saved text effect. So we'll just go over to text, and let's just type in boy. Okay, let me increase the size of this, and let's position it at the center. Okay, so how do you make use of these effects? You just click on this boy, you go to styles, and you click on this browse, you select browse, and my styles, you see this first one here, you click on it. Okay, you click on it, and you just copy it also, because if you notice the layers here for this particular text effect is true. So now we'll click on styles again, browse. I'll be selecting the first one, which is this, and we'll try positioning it at the center. Okay, let's do same for this one. Let's position this one at the center and just take it downward. Let me turn off the visibility of the original design of the original effect, so it will be easier for us to see this clearly. Let's position this at the center and do the same for the upper one. Okay, so this is it. We don't have to recreate it from scratch again. So this is how to save and use this particular text effect for your subsequent design. Thank you for watching to the end of this video. If you gain value, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell.